mental health is a spiritual situation. The human is a spiritual thing. We need to go back to retrieve our full history and our real science if we want to address anything. You see, there is nothing in the so-called higher sciences, the material science. There is no definition of what normality is. There is no definition of what health is. And without these two definitions, how can we talk about a mental health condition or an illness? How can you describe, how can you have tomes of manuals of diseases and disorders when you haven't yet defined what order is? How can you talk about illness when you can't describe what health is? The World Health Organization has come the closest that the science has come. It's in a way found in a World Health Organization the definition of what mental health is, and they said something such as mental health, it's more than the absence of illness, but the rest is left unsaid. So in the absence of a true definition of what normality is, what reality is, what health is, what the human is, you cannot talk about a science of anything. Everything is a tentative at having a go at understanding this complex process. But you cannot postulate with such arrogance that you know everything there is to be known about what the human is, what the consciousness is, what life is, for you to then claim to have the credentials to disown the spirituality in human, to treat it as if it was the manifestation of stupidity, to make it such a taboo that it's easier to talk about all kinds of other aspects of social diseases, or all kind of any other dysfunction, whether it's physical or moral or social, but not about spirituality, because to even use the word spirituality, it has become almost like the dirtiest thing you could say, the most taboo thing you could say, the surest thing that would categorize you as a woo, as somebody that will lose credibility. So you can't be taken seriously. I'm talking about the science and the medical sciences and the social sciences in general, about anything. I cannot take seriously anyone that claims to be educated, to be evolved, to have a high intellectual development, and at the same time ignore the elephant in the room, the spiritual aspect of life. Before we bring back the root of our existence, our spiritual root, devoid of dogma, but before we bring it back in our lives, in our sciences, we are guaranteed to be doomed to self-extinction.